Welcome, everybody. May 16th. My name is Jason Schultz. I'm your co-host of Outlawed with Ron Stone. The host of Outlawed with Ron Stone, joins me here tonight. How's everybody doing?
I'm good, Jason. How are you?
Good. It's been an exciting last couple of weeks, Ronald. Don't you think?
It's been a busy last couple of weeks.
It has
lots of road time for us.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has.
Mark Fisher, what's up?
He's heading down to hang out with me at the Pullers Championship. He's going to run a video camera, so I'm quite excited for that. So,
cool, very cool.
Yep.
For beer money pulling team.
Yeah, he's going to hang out with us and do what we do best, and that's promote the sport.
You'll have to introduce me there.
I will.
Did you see my background here? Did you notice that last week when I was on?
Yeah. Did you set up a nice green screen? I'm impressed.
I actually don't have a green screen, but I don't know if you even realize it, but this is in our little toolbox here for StreamYard.
Is it really?
Yes.
Cool. I like that.
So,
I like that.
I do have a green screen. I'm not utilizing it, but sometimes you can't see some things like I'm waving right now, but you can't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of weird. Kind of like Max Headroom. Remember that from the
Yes. Yeah. we thought it was cool, and it was just bad graphics, right?
So welcome everyone. Tuesday night before the Pullers Championships, we're going to talk about the Outlaws going to the Pullers Championships. I've got a couple Outlaws lined up here last minute. We were going to talk to Ryan Loganville from what's the name of it? It's an energy drink. They're sponsoring the Outlaws. Coltrane.
Yeah.
So he kind of forgot about it. They're busy. He's actually driving a truck distributing the product yesterday and today, and his son was graduating kindergarten tonight, and we didn't want it to be a quick interview. We wanted to be able to talk to him for the full hour or close to it. So I said, let's just do it next week. We've got plenty we could talk about. We've got the Pullers Championships, and we want to talk to as many Outlaws as we possibly can. Kind of go over the Pullers Championships a little bit, see some of the guys the Outlaws are going to be facing, and we also have some other news that Jason, you and I had just recently talked about, and I think it's super cool, and I think we ought to at least give a little tidbit of information about it.
Yeah, I think we can roll all that out. I ain't afraid. I'm not afraid.
So what should we start with first? We've got how many people are watching tonight? I don't see the numbers up. Oh, there they are. Okay.
Yeah, it's starting to grow. We got to give them something to watch. We got to get them excited a little bit. So.
Yeah, we had great numbers last week. We had
for that the sled reveal was huge show.
Kim Bacardi was on.
Yep.
Not to be confused with Bacardi rum.
Right, but if she wasn't, it'd make her cooler. So
she'll forever be known as that when I introduce her. Kim Bacardi, for sure. Not to be confused with Bacardi rum.
For sure, 100%.
And like Jason Schultz, not to be confused with Crown Royal.
So, I'm never drinking again. Ever.
All right. Well, we don't have anybody backstage. Justin is going to come on about 10 to 15 minutes after.
Okay.
Of course, Justin Hoffman, light super stock. Lord, my phone is ringing here. Light super stock tractors. Last year, up until this year, was known as the unlimited light super stock or the light unlimited super stock alcohol tractors. He won there last year. Yep. Did he sweep last year, Jason?
I'm double checking right now. I'm looking for some video of him right now through my drive. And I feel like he did. No, he didn't sweep. Nelson swept. Nelson swept the two-wheelers. And let me think. And then Doug, obviously, Meisinger swept the diesel super stocks last year. So that was the big story. I think Justin got like a first and a fourth, maybe. We'll have to double check with him.
Best overall, though, is what ended up.
Yeah, he was overall winner. Yep. So last year we did overall distance, Ron, for the weekend. And then this year we're doing there's a lightsabers. This year we're doing like Bowling Green does the point system. If you get first, you get 1 point. If you get fourth, you get 4 points. And we add your points together for a grand total. So it'll be fun to see that. But here's Justin Hoffman's pass last year on Friday night.
We are watching. The Priest family is watching back home. So Glenn, we're thinking about you, buddy, and we hope to see you back out on the track soon. All right, Justin Hoffman, Dunlap, Iowa, last one standing.
So he just powered that out there. So
yeah, I was getting ready to say on cue, Justin was there backstage and then he just disappeared. So
yeah, there he is. Hey, buddy.
How's it going?
Good. Welcome. How did you end up each night last year, Justin?
Fourth the first night and first the second night.
Yeah, that's what I had. I had first and fourth. I thought you won Friday night, but yeah, that's all good. So this year we're doing a point system, Justin. So if you finish like you did last year, you get 5 points. We're gonna do like a point total between the two nights. So
okay,
lowest, kind of like golf, lowest score wins. So
awesome.
Yeah,
Do something a little different.
Thanks for coming on short notice too, man. I appreciate it.
We know you a little last minute once in a while, Ron.
Yay! Wasn't Kurt Van Beek just smiled from? He's not in heaven. He's at the Thunder in the Valley meeting right now. So
I don't
Justin,
like you.
Funny story.
Justin, your feet is getting fuzzy here. Wait.
We had I can make Ron go away, Justin, if you need me to.
Yeah, we can do that.
Funny story. A couple weeks ago, Kurt, Ron, and I had a meeting scheduled at 10 a.m. Well, Ron was out east in Ohio, and he jumps on at 9 o'clock. And we're like, what are you doing? And
it was
Ron
5 till 9. Thank you.
He was on a whole hour early for a meeting, and that Kurt almost died that day. It was so funny. So super.
It happens to the best of us once in a while.
I gotta get some new friends.
I mean, no, I think your best friends are the most honest with you, Ronald. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
All right.
Sugar for you, Ron.
Good enough. Good enough. All right. Enough about me. We can talk about Jason. Let's talk about Jason.
Nope.
No,
good.
No. All right.
There's no good Jason stories to share. So
yeah.
All right. So Justin, you're loaded up and ready to go already?
Yep. Last Sunday we got everything loaded up and washed the Jeep, had it in the trailer, so everything's ready to pull out when we get a chance.
So basically, what did you do for this event? Anything different that you did all season? Just check things out, made sure everything was good to go, and
yep, just kind of checked things out, freshened everything up, and other than that, everything's pretty well the same as it has been for the last few years.
Okay, awesome.
There's kind of a little bit of a debacle getting ready. We didn't know if we're going to make this event for sure or not. We had a little incident last summer with the trailer, and it was out and getting repaired out at S&S, and took a little longer than what they anticipated. We didn't get it back until Saturday morning, so we were kind of getting worried if we were going to get it or not.
Now, do you guys had you run a body shop? Didn't you have a little fire recently or something there?
Yep,
Okay.
kind of right before Christmas time. I don't remember the exact date. We had a new overhead garage door put in, and where they cut the angle iron off for the supports for the tracking, it smoldered in the attic and started a little fire.
Oof. Okay. Yeah, all is well, though? I mean, you didn't have no damage to any of the vehicles or anything like that in there? Or?
Nope, it pretty well stayed just in our wash bay, and we were pretty lucky with a couple local contractors and electricians.
Gotcha.
We didn't miss a single day of work out of it. So,
Oh, darn it. Now, you guys have a bunch of classic cars, too. Is that the same shop where all the classic cars and trucks are at?
nope, that's out in Dad's toy shed.
Oh, Dad has his own toy shed. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Keep that stuff separate from work.
All right, so what's your game plan this weekend? Anything different? I mean, just send it or what?
Just send it and hopefully kind of track similar to last year so we can go off our notes and everything from last year and hopefully get everything perfected a little better than what it was Saturday night of last year even.
Bend it and send it. Now, we were just watching a video. I think you caught some of that video we were watching. I'm not sure which night that was.
That was Friday. That was Friday night.
Friday
Yeah.
night. Do you study video like that when you have video to watch? Do you watch it and like frame by frame, like pick it apart?
Yeah, probably too much. I always joke I had a most watched video on the Outlawed page a year ago or something. I was like, yeah, probably over half the views were me anyway, sitting there watching and analyzing it.
Yeah, Nelson got that video of you backing up at Spencer, and then your whole shot.
That's right.
Yep. And that shot, I call it dead ass. You know, your big 30.5s backing up the badonky donk. And I thought that was pretty awesome to see that. But that had millions of views, Justin.
Yeah, that was crazy. That's something that simple that you had a bunch of views. What's your plans after the Pullers Championships? I know we talked in a previous interview after the season that you weren't sure if you were going to follow the points as tightly as you did or as religiously as you did last year. Or is that still the same?
Yeah, we'll try to hit most of the hooks that we can and stuff, but we've been pretty bombarded with hail at the body shop already this year. It just kind of keeps going all around us, so it's going to be a extra busy summer at the shop and stuff, so it'll kind of be a little bit as time allows.
Do you guys do the paintless dent removal or you do it the old-fashioned way?
Nope, we do some paintless dent removal too. The only bad thing is a lot of this was bad enough we can't even do that.
Really?
It's a lot of replacing panels, not even repairable panels, so it's pretty nasty stuff over softball size.
Ouch.
I gotta grab this, guys. We had a super farm drop out. I'm trying to fill. I'm gonna jump off for a second.
Okay, good deal. Yeah, thanks for coming on last minute like this. In all seriousness, I had a guest lined up. He's been lined up for actually about 3 weeks, and I reminded him a week ago, and he just forgot. He's got a lot going on, but it's fine. We got plenty to talk about. And I won't keep you too long here.
No, you're good.
But what your thoughts on the Pullers Championships last year? I mean, a positive experience overall?
Yeah, I'd say it was a real positive experience. I mean, yeah, there's things they could improve on and stuff. And one thing I really liked is that they sent out a questionnaire to all of us pullers, wanting to know what we thought of the event, what we thought they could do better, what we liked about it. I think that says a lot on what they're wanting to do at the event, that they were willing to take the time to do that.
Your dad ever drive the tractor anymore?
Once in a while, he kind of has a title called Pit Bitch these days. He'll hop on it 3 times a summer, and I think that was about it last year.
Did he drive any with the Outlaws last year? I can't remember if he ever got in the saddle.
I think in Wayne, and then what was the other one? Pawnee City. I think there's one other one somewhere in there. But no, he didn't hop on it a whole lot last year. I think he gets about as much enjoyment just watching it go down the track and see how everything works.
Russ Dostal, one of our super fans, says, good luck, Justin, this weekend.
Thanks, Russ.
You'll have a lot of fans watching, a lot of Outlaw fans supporting you watching the live stream this weekend.
Yeah, I remember last year with my interview with Leroy after I had won, he even made the comment that they could tell from the data that there was a lot of Outlaw people watching.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm going this year. I'm going to help Jason out a little bit there and do some things. So I'll stop by the trailer and say hi and maybe stop by afterwards for a celebratory drink after the pull after you win.
There we go. I see Jason's already got high hopes for me. He picked for me to win it again, so hopefully he's right
awesome.
there.
Awesome. Just, good luck to you, man. I hope you pull a Doug Meisinger on them this year.
Yeah.
Sweep the weekend. That'd be awesome. Who in the field that you're pulling against do you fear the most?
Pretty much all of them. I mean, it's a pretty stacked class.
No slouches in there at all, right?
Nope. Ain't a single one of them that I look at as a sleeper.
Yeah. Russ Dostal said he was actually there last year, so it was awesome to see you win in person.
I remember he actually came down out of the stands to congratulate me, and I was watching the rest of the class, and He was like, nobody's going to touch that. And I was like, yeah, right. Little you know, Russ was right once again.
He called it. He called it.
Yep.
So,
It'll be a fun deal again. And I hope, after this year, it's still positive results for them and they can continue on to keep it going. I kind of like the idea, especially for us. We're kind of anti-winter pulling, hate to bring the truck and trailer out in the salt and stuff like that. So it's kind of nice to get to go to this kind of an event outdoors.
That's your dad pretty much, isn't it? Being a body man he worries about all that rust and stuff that you can't see.
Yeah, same here. We're both pretty particular with stuff.
How many antique cars and trucks do you guys have?
Oh, I think he's up to 12, something like that, 10, 12, somewhere in there.
You guys take them to shows and stuff when you can, or just for personal
once in a while,
one
in a neighboring town. Most of the time, Dad just enjoys cracking a blue yummy and cruising around in them and forgetting about life for a few minutes.
Yeah, what's his favorite to cruise around in?
I would probably say a 63 Chevy C10.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you? What's your favorite?
He's got a 66 Power Wagon that I really like.
Oh, nice. What motor is in that?
The 63 Chevy is actually kind of a cool story. That's the only one out of the fleet we've restored ourselves.
Okay.
And my late brother Jason helped on it quite a bit.
Okay.
Is actually, if you look at it, the only two things that aren't perfect in our eyes anyway, both the front glass and the rear glass have scratches in them. But Jason helped set them when we get done painting, waiting for the new ones to get in, just so Dad could go for a drive.
Yeah.
And he passed away a week later, so just kind of got to leave that in there for a memory.
Yeah. Is that a 63 full-size Chevy, or is that like a Chevy 2 or something, a Nova?
Nope, full-size Chevy.
Okay. And you guys are Chevy people, I'm guessing here.
No, we're kind of mutts. We take whatever.
What motor's in the Power Wagon?
It is a slant 6, nothing too out of the world, but
yeah, but you can't kill a slant 6, man.
Nope.
They're one of the toughest motors out there. My stepbrother had a 71 Demon with a slant 6. And I mean, he never changed the oil. The only time it got oil and put in it was when it would run low. And that was when it would start rattling, and somebody like me would tell him, you better put some oil in that, because you would hear it rattling. That thing lived forever. And
some of the things are pretty wild.
Those old slant 6s were tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a 74 Power Wagon, 4-wheel drive. I wish I'd have never got rid of that. That was a cool truck.
That's what Dad's is, too, is a 4-wheel drive. That's kind of probably why I like it. It's, it sits in the air a little more. And
yeah, something about those old, simple, basic trucks, that were, yeah. I mean, I was just talking to Ken Summers today. He's got an old 70 Ford Highboy sitting there. And I told him, I said, I've never been a Ford guy, but there's something about those old Highboy 4-wheel drives that was kind of cool,
Yeah.
The simplicity of them, was just kind of cool. So
that's worth a lot sometimes, just having something simple. And
so who you bringing with you this weekend? The whole crew?
Yep, Mom, Dad, and my girlfriend Autumn's coming with. Brady Andrews was actually going to come with us, but he just called me a little bit ago saying he had some stuff come up. He can't make it.
Okay. Brady Andrews, you hang with those Andrews boys?
Yep, have since we were little kids. Pretty much grew up together.
Awesome.
Kind of cool to make friends through polling that are kind of lifetime friends like that.
Jason, you're back. We were just discussing the slant 6 a minute ago. You know what that is?
See, I think you said they're indestructible, but I've seen Jason. I think he could probably destroy it.
He could probably tear it up. Yeah. He could tear up a hammer working on a marshmallow. I'm pretty sure.
Thank you, Ronald.
That's why you hire stuff done.
Exactly.
You have any questions for Justin, Jason? You have anything stewing in your brain there that you?
No, just excited to see him. It's fun to see the outlaw pullers come out and compete. Out east and run against different equipment. And Justin, I think we got a really a lot bigger buzz about the event this year locally with the local fans than just, than the people that traveled. The hotels, a lot more hotels are filled up this year than last year. It's our second year. We're hoping to have, a much bigger crowd and a much bigger live stream and hopefully able to pay you guys more. So I think what Brad's guaranteeing is $5,000 to win is what he's talking like right now. So
nice. Very nice.
We'll have to turn the fun meter up a little bit.
Yeah, that's what's when we rolled this out, the whole idea was, the outdoor Louisville to get the best of the best together on in an outdoor track before the season started. So you guys can kind of all, you got your stuff ready to go for the season and test it. Yep. And then really turn the puller into the promoter. We couldn't do it without somebody like Brad Holzauer, that Justin, that is, has a facility for us and doesn't charge us for this facility, and he's willing to cover our butts if we need to. But this year, pretty sure we covered all of our expenses up front ahead of time. Last year, he bailed us out because we just didn't get the crowd, and he still wanted to have a decent payout, and he kind of went all into it. He sees a vision of this, Justin. So I'm excited. It's just I have a lot of it. I'm just pumped. It's just a great week. It's just a great week, and of course, watching the weather. It sounds like there's a shot of rain maybe overnight, Friday into Saturday, but it looks like so far so good. Friday is good. We still got wheat planted on the pulling track. They're going to open it up. They had some rain yesterday and a little bit today. There's a chance tomorrow, so they'll just let the track sit, and then away we go. So
good. No, it's pretty lucky to have a guy like Brad Holzauer to kind of help make all this possible. There's not many people that are that generous and selfless just to let all that happen.
Yeah. Did you see you made the posters?
Yeah. I'm kind of hoping you got one saved for me when we get down there.
Yep, that one's Russ Dostal's, the super fan of the Outlaws. That's his, but we have some for you down there we saved. So
okay. Yeah. Well, if not, I'd have to maybe arm wrestle Russell for it or something.
Yeah. Brady Andrews says the champ himself. So
there we go. He did find
Brady knows how to use the internet. I'm impressed. So
and there'll be no royalties.
People, it gets a little hard for them to figure this type of stuff out.
And John Deere. You combine those two things, green paint in South Dakota, it can be tough. So
look out.
So Chris, what's great is, I wish I could get there. It looks like a great time. If you can't be there, thepullerschampionship.com has a live stream, and all the money from the live stream and the gate goes to the pullers. So you can still support the pullers and enjoy a great show by watching the live stream as well. So and we're only charging $5 more to watch the live stream than it would be in person.
And so what's that live stream address again?
Just thepullerschampionship.com and then click on live stream. I'll put it on the chat. So.
No, that's one cool thing too with the social media deal. There's a lot of local people around Dunlap I've ran into. We're going to watch it at our kids' graduation party or this or that. I mean, even the other day I was down at the mini mart getting something to drink and ran into the beer truck guy. And I was like, hey, my pickup's right there. Do you want to load it up? He's like, you'll probably need that for the Pullers Championship. And I had no clue who the guy was. He was down by Glenwood and said, nope, they'll be watching. And that was kind of cool to, see people that you didn't even know that were engaging in it, that didn't have something to do with the sport.
Yeah, so the website's right below Justin right now. So you click on live stream, get your tickets. And it's, let's see here. Hope I got to share the right tab. Sorry about that, guys. It's $25 per session or $40 for both sessions. It's a smoking deal. It's a smoking good deal to watch that. So
yeah, for what you're going to get there. I mean, you're getting the best of the best out there.
And then the website legitimately has everything. Here's your 2023 pullers. I know you can't really see it on the screen because I have it in a smaller tab, but thepullerschampionship.com has everything: event info, lineups, live stream, lodging, sponsors. So we had a super farm break on the dyno, Justin. So Dan Schulte, the Binder Express, was next up in the fan vote. So I called him, and you had to call some customers today and say, "Is it okay if I don't finish your field work this weekend?"
Yeah.
So it's
good.
Good to go. So
you'll have
all the classes full then, Jason.
We're short 3 diesel supers. We're short 1 mod, and we're short. Our goal was to have 10 semis. I think we have 4 or 5, but there's 3 or 4 that still have a chance to make it. But everything else is full, so we have over 100 hooks, or right at 101, I think, for 2 nights.
That'll be a good show for the fans.
Yeah, and we don't want a 5-hour show. We want 4 hours. And when you mix in the big mods, the 2-wheelers, or excuse me, we don't have two-wheelers, the mini rods, the 4x4 trucks, they don't start their motors like a diesel guy, so they take a little bit longer. And our goal is to start at 6 and be done at 10 each night, Justin. So
That'd be at the right time. Keep people entertained. And I think sometimes if the show drags on too long, people lose interest and leave anyways.
Yep.
And last year, the batteries ran out on the laser. We had a lot of stupid little like first year things that we never thought of. You know what I mean? So excited to have.
Don't help when you're in charge, though, does it?
Well, I'm in charge of promotion. That's what I'm in charge of. My job is to get people's butts in the seats and to sell the live stream. So, yes, sir.
Brian Bowles is going to be there in your class as well, Justin. I don't know if you can think back to Wisner this past year on Friday night.
Yep.
The RPM that guy was turning on that tractor. Did that amaze you as much as it did me?
That amazed me. I was sitting about 200 foot, kind of watching the track because I was a couple tractors after him. He went by. I was like, wow, that was impressive.
So he's there, and I heard that they're trying to get that one finished up today, this morning. So he's going to be there to join you. Just to mention the rest of the Outlaw pullers that are going to be there, guys. Of course, Justin Hoffman, Brian Bowles, defending champion Doug Meisinger, Eric Claypool and Lane Thornton, both representing the Outlaws in the four-wheel drive class. Cameron Neves and Cotton Candy in the modified tractor division. Then we basically have 5 4-1s in there. I mean, we've had Dusty Berry, Sidney Summers, Roger Rui, David Novak, and Gage on the Dream Lawn tractor. No light limited pros, though. Hopefully we can get some light limited pros in there next year. We've got
one of these years maybe it'll work out.
Yeah, that one's promoter choice, and Brad owns 618 Motorsports, so he takes care of his guys on that. So Brad picks those for sure, but he kind of goes off of some of the point championships as well. Roger Rui, he backed out today because he's not going to be ready to go. So, but we filled him with another tractor, so we have that all good to go there. So
who dropped out? Who did you say? I was reading. I'm sorry.
Roger did. Roger Rui
did. Doggone it.
So Jason, Bobby Jones is wanting to know, is there going to be a petting zoo there for him?
We'll do the best we can with what we have. So, you know what I mean? We have a monster truck. We're bringing the Raminator monster truck in. I was not told I need to have a petting zoo, but I still got a couple days, and I'm going to do the best I can.
I mean, if worst comes to worst, you can get on all fours, can't you?
Yeah, I'll do anything for truck and tractor pulling.
Okay.
Do you know who this is, Justin? I'm not sure who that is. Jason,
I don't know if it's a spammer or if it's somebody real. So
I'm assuming it might be. I don't know.
She just said, "Hey." So
hey, Justin.
She was thinking of the petting zoo.
Farmer Brown says hello from Southwest Missouri. Down there, they say Missouri. I don't know if you guys knew that. South of I-70s. It's not Missouri. It's Missouri once you get down there. My dad.
I got a different name for it, but I probably shouldn't say it on.
You can
call it Missouri. It's all right.
I mean, it's outlawed with Ron Stone. There's not a lot of rules, Justin, but Kurt watches every now and then, so we got to behave.
Got to behave.
I haven't seen Kurt chime in yet, so we might be safe.
He's watching. He's watching.
He's got a Rock Valley meeting tonight.
Oh, that's right. He does. Yeah. So, well, I don't think we've got anybody else coming on. So, you're the star guest tonight, Justin.
Okay. No, overall, I'm pretty excited for the whole Outlaw season. Looks like there's some neat things happening with different events, with different spiffs for, money-wise and stuff to kind of help get people enticed. I think that's kind of a good thing. And bringing some of the sweeps back like what used to have in the old days.
Yep, that's something that is super cool, and we're trying to do more of that. The pull-offs, the shootouts, the sweeps.
Oh, I think you heard. Stop! Somebody hurt Joe Claypool's feelings with the Missouri joke. So, I'd like to have a moment of silence for all our Missouri friends.
I just got a picture from Eric that said he's too busy to come on the show. He yanked a valve cover off the pulling truck and said, "Look, I'm too busy. I can't come on." So Joe's watching. Joe could come on. We'll send Joe a daggone. I'm going to send him a link.
Well, guys, I probably better get back to work and got a couple cars to get out yet tonight. So.
Oh, you're still at the shop?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Very good. Justin, I appreciate you coming on, man. And seriously, good luck this weekend. Your tractor looks as good as it runs. Always enjoy talking to you and your dad and your mom at the pools. Good luck this weekend, man.
Well, thank you. We'll see you down there.
See you, bud.
Justin.
Yep. See you, Jason. Bye.
Thanks for coming on.
I think we got the Dusty.
What's up?
What's happening? Doc Holiday. You know, that movie came on the other night, and I had to watch it. I seen it pop on. I was like, you know what? I haven't watched this for the 101st time yet, so I'm going to go ahead and watch it again.
Sure.
And it's just as enjoyable the 101st time as it is the first time I've watched it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I've probably seen that, I don't know, 20, 30 times.
So, Dusty Berry, is your tractor in the truck, trailer, ready to go to Illinois?
No,
Wait, what?
we're having to Uber a ride over there.
All right, tell the story here. What's going on?
Well, we sold our trailer after let's see, I guess about a month ago, I guess, and sold it back to the Simons.
Okay.
And so Tyler Paddock, they're going to come down and pick us up on Thursday and take us to Nashville.
Well, that's nice of him.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yep. So I called Tyler and he said, I was wanting an excuse to go there anyways. He said, now I have to go. He said, so we'll just come pick you up and take you all out there.
Yeah, very cool. I'm multitasking here.
Which we all know is impossible for you. So
I know, and I'm trying my best, man. That's all I can say.
Dusty, did you have to do much since the farm show to get ready for this, bud?
No, we had a little technical difficulty at the farm show where it wouldn't start or whatever, as everybody saw, and it ended up being a loose connection on the starter on the negative side.
Gotcha.
So that was pretty much what caused all that issue there. So we got that fixed after I had ran all new battery cables and made a standalone battery system for the dash. But and the very last thing I was switching over, I went to loosen up the cable on the starter and it was already loose.
Gotcha. No, with tractor pulling, Dusty, anything can happen, as you know.
Yeah.
You can think you're all squared away and ready to go, and then bang, nothing. It doesn't work for you. So
no, Tyler and I think Megan's coming too. We're going to leave on Thursday morning,
okay.
midday Thursday, and then Courtney and all the boys, and then my parents are coming down from Missouri, and my in-laws are coming with Courtney and them. Everybody's leaving. They'll be there Friday afternoon sometime.
Yeah, a lot of pullers. We see a majority of people coming. Like midday Thursday, and Friday by noon is kind of when we see everybody typically for that.
Yeah.
So makes it fun. Makes it fun for everybody. So.
Yeah.
So you're in good company. I mean, this year there's a lot of outlaw limited pros going. I know Roger Rui just dropped out, so there's 4 going. If my numbers are correct, right, Jason?
Yeah.
Let's see, Dave, Sydney, me, and then at Ott.
Yep.
Yep. So, have you ever been to this track before? This will be the first time going for you, right?
No, I just watched portions of it from last year, just Facebook clips. But no, I've never been to the track. We actually stayed in Nashville on our way to Louisville that night, but I've never been down to Holzhauer's.
Okay.
It's a great facility, Dusty. You're going to like it. So
I'm
you're going to like it a lot.
I'm going to pull up the competition list here and see who the competition is. Jason probably has it right there at his disposal. You probably have it there, don't you, Jason?
I can pull it up. I'm
on.
I am the co-host. My job is to, your job is to do the talking, but
I was hinting. You didn't get
not entertain them.
Brett Hackstadt, the 618 Motorsports,
Yep.
Case IH, Dusty Berry in the Coal Roller, Sydney Summers in Colorblind, Kevin Engelking in the Dark Horse,
That's a tough Badger State tractor. Very tough Badger State tractor.
Gage Yacht and Dream On. Michael Rozier, Horseshoes and Hand Grenades.
ITPA.
Bradley Hartman, International Addiction.
That's your Silver Series champ.
Nick Gallitz, running
your Badger State champ.
Brent Shorf.
He won TPC last year. So
Brent Shorf, Heidi, and Shigon.
Yep. So one of the hometown guys. Those two tractors live at the track. Literally, they open the shop doors, and Brett's tractor and Shorf Heidi's tractor come rolling out. So
they just drive out of the shop onto the track.
It's just kind of fun. I parked my tractor in there last year on Friday night. And that was nice to whip it into the shop. And then we're going to see some new vehicles. Brad Holzhauser's building a new Pro Stock. That'll be their first ever pass on Friday night. So a lot of guys are shuffling. I know Brett Hackstad's waiting on a turbocharger. They had some problems on the dyno. We've got a couple of calls, Dusty. People like, oh, I'm sorry, we can't make it. And then we're shuffling to fill spots.
Well, I was after whenever Simons and I was talking about the trailer deal, I was like, man, I hate to. After everybody voted this in, I just really felt bad not to go and out there and wanted to go, but was just trying to figure out how to get there, and I wasn't going to haul on an open deck gooseneck.
Yeah.
And so I do have a trailer bought, but I can't have it till after next weekend because he's going to be there as well.
That was my next question coming at you. So.
Yep.
New and improved?
Well, we're trying to get something. I'm kind of in the market for better living quarters, traveling down the road. And just with our 48-inch bunk on our truck, and, it's fine once you get somewhere, but just going to and from is uncomfortable for everybody besides me pretty much.
Yeah.
And so they, by the end of the summer, everybody's getting kind of over it and short fuses and there's no room. And, if you got one or two kids, it's okay. But if we got, more than two, it's just a battle from the time we leave the shop. And so I got a smaller trailer, but bumper pull trailer, just so trying to find either a toter or something like that with, more of a house on wheels than what we had.
There you go.
But, Jason, can we get in? How late Thursday can we show up?
Anytime.
Okay.
Yep.
Because, once you get through St. Louis, there's literally nowhere other than a rest area, and they're always full anytime after 8 o'clock.
Just call me. You just call me if you need anything. So.
Okay. We'll probably try to leave here, I don't know, I would say by 2, 3 to latest, and that'd put us there probably by 9 or 10, I would think. But,
yeah, just don't hit St. Louis at rush hour, or if you can get I don't know, can you go around St. Louis?
It'll be after. We probably go through St. Louis probably 7 o'clock or so, I would say.
You'll be all right then,
Yeah.
So. Yeah, you don't want to get caught in that mess. Have you been putting all these up on the screen? Did you get Dale Bartels on there?
I have, yep.
Okay. All right. Good deal.
He's Dusty's Huckleberry. Yep.
Yeah.
Ron, I'm the co-host. My job is to put the comments on the screen.
All right.
I'm just share videos and pictures. So
just
I'm sharing the Friday night video from the 4-1 class last year. So no, we're excited, Dusty. This is a neat event. It's our outdoor Louisville, non-sanctioned. We try to bring in the best of the best from each organization. And then the fan vote has filled it in. I think for the 4-1s, obviously there are a couple promoter picks. Both Brett Shorfighty and Brett Hackstad. I was a promoter pick, but obviously I'm done with my 4-1. But I did donate $500 to the cause because I thought for sure I was going to stick in the class and make it go. And then we have the Silver Series champ, the Badger State champ, and then I think we had 5 fan votes then, Dusty, and that was fun. It's fun for the fan vote because it really gets the fans engaged, Dusty, and they're still inviting really tough competitors, and I really enjoy that. I mean, and they're like, hey, I voted for him or I voted for her, and they made it in, trying to bring that engagement in because your purse is set upon, on how well this event is attended and how well the live stream does. So that's what makes it exciting. So
no, we're definitely humbled that they wanted to see us out there, so we're gonna definitely go and give it 110%.
We have a beautiful tractor. You did an awesome job driving it for your first year out, and then and you're from Oklahoma, and that's cool. There's not a lot of pullers from Oklahoma. Dusty.
Yeah.
So.
I was kind of hoping to see a couple more go down the track before I did, but I guess I'm first took on Friday night in our class. So
they do. He has that computer generated thing. What class? What's the class order? Did you look at when you guys hooked?
I think we're the 3rd class on Friday night, and I'm first hook on with her class, and then the second night we're first class, I think, and I'm the second hook behind Dave.
Okay, gotcha.
At least you'll get to see some other machines.
Yeah,
so
the
get
85 is the first class on Friday night, so we can watch them.
some semblance of an idea what
Yep.
the track's going to be like. And then you got
Yep.
your option too, right? So
Sure.
Last year we sent the 85s down on the one side and the 95s down on the other side, both nights first. And this year we mixed it up. Bungarts, we kind of gave them the schedule and they mixed it up for weights and stuff to keep everything moving and trying to keep smoke on one track and noise on the other track at all times for the fans. So, yep.
Yep.
yeah, I'm pretty excited. When are you going, Jason? Are you going Thursday?
I got some work to do. I'm gonna try to roll out Thursday morning. I think Brent Yaring's gonna take off Wednesday. I think Cody's taking off Wednesday, but we'll be down there Thursday night. So Brad's built that facility up, and it's just, they got a lot of people and they've been working hard on it. I mean, Dusty, when you meet Brad Holzhauer, he's a great guy. He loves pulling. You literally drive through his dealership. Like, the track is parked. You're going to drive right through a brand new car dealership to get out to the track. It's so cool. It is so cool to see how he does all that. So
Yeah.
yep.
Well, that's I don't know those people yet, but I'd be glad to get to meet them. But that's pretty neat what they're doing for everybody, and just the show they're putting on, money.
Well, when we went to them with the idea a couple years ago, he was like, "Yeah, I'm all in on this, Jason. So let's do it." So it was kind of fun to get together and to make all that happen like that. So
Dusty, we need to get some more pulling down in Oklahoma. I mean, we need to get in down at county fairs. I seen you roll your eyes a little bit. Is it a little tough
No.
down there to get some pulling going down there or what?
No, well, Josh Runyon called me a few weeks ago saying the same thing. He was trying to talk me into doing a pull, maybe like not next year, maybe the following year. So 2 years from this year. I think 20, maybe 24. I don't know, 25. But
well, you're on Ron's list too to talk to, Dusty. So don't worry.
yeah,
Does Oklahoma have a fair convention, Ron, that we could go to? So,
Not that I've ever seen. I've researched it, and I don't see that they have one. If they do, it's kind of kept quiet.
it wasn't Tulsa State Fair they used to pull that.
It's been several years ago, but they had them at the,
Been probably decades ago, but they used to pull at the Tulsa State Fair.
okay.
Tulsa State Fair. Okay.
Yep.
like the last weekend of September.
Usually the last weekend of September.
Okay. That might fit right in with our schedule there, Dusty. I mean,
Yeah,
no pressure. No pressure on you
Yeah.
or anything, Put in a good word.
sure.
Might give them a call or something.
just give Tulsa a call. The fair board. I'm probably one of the largest fairs in the country.
Hey, I'm Dusty Berry. Do you know who I am? No?
Yeah,
I'm
no
sorry.
clue. Okay, see ya.
Oh, shoot.
So, Jason, you want to talk about your deal yet, or you
Yeah. So we've been talking, Dusty, Ron, and I.
Dusty on here for it? I mean,
Yeah. We're gonna do a little beer money bonus, Dusty, where we have like a spinning wheel that we're gonna put together, and we're gonna select some events. Like, we'll spin the wheel for the event, and then we'll spin a separate wheel for the class. And I'm gonna throw like $100, like the beer money bonus, like $100 each at the top three in that class at that particular poll, just to have a little bit of fun with it. And we're gonna call it the beer money bonus. And then, if other sponsors want to come on and do some stuff with it. So, maybe like you're heading into like a Rock Valley and maybe a local sponsor wants to get in on something like that. But we'll put the wheel up on the screen, kind of like the Wheel of Fortune. And, based upon what people want to do, we could have some bigger ones and different things like that. I think it'll be fun. So the beer money bonus is coming to the Outlaws, and
that's neat.
we're going to get that started. Just, I know how much it is to run these things around with fuel and cost, and every little bit helps. Obviously, we don't do this to make money, because if you did, you're not very smart, and it's the hobby. But as things grow, hopefully we can make it more and more, and have these big shootout events like we're doing with the Pullers Championships, and then Ron's putting the sweeps together, Dusty, and to make it a little more like Justin Hoffman said, maybe turn the wick up a little bit.
Right.
I mean, we more advanced timing on the diesels, but I know the Alki guys can do the same thing to get after it if they want to take a chance to maybe burn some pistons to win a couple extra grand. It's up to you.
Yeah, we'll spin that wheel on the Tuesday night show.
Yep.
And basically that wheel will determine what class, and then that's going to be cool. And I think some sponsors may jump on board with that, honestly, and we might be able to up the ante on that at some pulls. And just a little added bonus to the pullers, and give them a little beer money there with the beer money bonus. That's awesome.
Yeah, maybe get some more 4-1s. 18 or 19 isn't enough.
Yeah, you need more.
Yeah.
That's why people would say, "How you doing with the Outlaws?" I'm like, if I finished in the top half of the class, I had a good night.
Yeah,
And,
I got 10th. Oh man, I'm sorry. Like 10th out of 25. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, even that night when I blew it up in Wisner, I think I still got 7th or 8th, and I was like, I got 7th or 8th. I was happy.
You beat me by like 30 feet, I think.
Oh shoot!
Yeah, pushing it hard.
This is making me sad that I'm not going to have a tractor. I knew it was going to hit, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So
yeah, I felt the same way this week. Kind of depressed because usually I'd be trailer be loaded, everything clean to a T, put away and ready to go, but everything's set in the shop, no trailer.
Well,
I remember last year you were saying you wanted more living space for the fam. I totally get it in the trailer. Yeah. So
yeah, I rode down to Texas last weekend, Dusty, with the Beer Money crew in a motorhome down to South Texas, and it got a little cramped in there. It really did. I lost my glasses in there and found them later, but it was fun though. I mean, the Jason's crew is going to be running the live stream this year, right?
Right. Yeah.
And so we went to Texas, and it was kind of like a couple of training missions. Yet nothing against those events that we were like using them to train at or anything, but we knew we were going to put on a good show. It's just they need to learn all the ins and outs and intricacies of all this setup, so it become second nature to them. And I think it's been great for everyone. And I think I found my new calling. I'm going to be a camera guy from now on. So I'm just going to hang up the announcing.
Yeah,
I think you should be able to do both, Ron. Get you a wireless mic and a clipboard, and you can rock it out. Dusty, here's your pass at Weeping Water last year, Nebraska.
Yeah, we actually had. I think we got third that night. That's a pretty good night for us.
I tried to cross track there that night. We started far right, and I shot for that left corner. You went right down the middle. And remember how rough it was at the end?
Oh, yeah.
Watch Dusty's tractor go. I was trying to get around that. So.
Yeah, Lane was. I think Lane was just Lane was there with me that night.
Yep.
And he got caught by the sheriff's office on the finish end of the track in the Razor and the Ranger, and they were giving him a hard time wanting to see his driver's license. And
oh, really?
They were joking with him. He's like, "Well, no, I don't have a driver's license." And no, they was all laughing.
Well, you never know. You never know,
Yeah.
Dusty. I almost got arrested in West Point, Nebraska. Rode the four-wheeler up to the Casey's. And yeah, he wasn't going to let me ride it back unless somebody brought me a helmet.
Oh boy!
But yeah, you never know in some of these towns. So
Dusty, don't feel bad. He just looked at Ron and realized he needed a helmet, so it's going to be okay. Actually, Ron was just walking down the sidewalk, and the cop said, "Sir, you need a helmet."
you're going to hurt somebody or yourself.
Well, Jason, didn't you try getting through, or didn't you about get thrown in jail in Wisner?
Yeah, that nice state trooper. We had a nice chat and about life and UTVs and stuff like that. So that was fun. So.
Wait, I didn't hear this. What happened? Wait, what?
Well, he said, "Did you not go to the drivers' meeting?" I said, "No, I had the fortunate circumstances of driving straight to Hearts Diesel after the Iowa State Fair, swapping turbos and checking everything over and getting to Wisner about an hour before the pull. So I missed the drivers' meeting." He goes, "Well, we have these back streets for all you pullers." And I said, "I know, but nobody was around. I just thought I'd buzz right down the main drag." He goes, "This is a state highway." I said, "I'm well aware of that now because you're a state trooper. And I like to just call this one good," I said. And then, so we chatted for a couple minutes, and luckily it was noon and nobody was drinking yet, so it worked out okay. So, yep.
Okay, I think I caught a piece of that story before, so it's coming back to me now.
Yeah. I think everybody's got a UTV and a tractor pulling story. Let's be honest.
You know what's funny is you say that, and I knew that was the rule. They don't want the ATVs or UTVs on the main drag there in Wisner because it is a state highway. But you go up to the local restaurant and eat breakfast, and there's no cars in front of the restaurant. It's all UTVs lined up off the main road.
Well, they know that pullers bring a lot of money to their towns, which we do. You go to the grocery store, especially these 2-day events. Now Wisner being 3-day events, they just want us to be more careful going up there. So there's that little road kind of back behind the grain bins and the park and the river, and then you just shoot across the main drag there. So make it all happen. So
Yeah, and they're a little touchy on it in Wisner because they did have an accident there.
I got guys. I'll be right back. I got some TPC stuff.
Gotcha. So looking at that list, Dusty, of the pullers you're pulling against, who in there do you fear the most?
I'd say just about any of them. I mean, most of them were champions that got to go. So I mean that tells me enough right there that these guys are all winners.
Have you talked to any of the other outlaw guys like Novak or anybody?
I've talked to Ken Summers a couple of times.
Okay,
but no, I haven't talked to anybody else. I don't think.
I just talked to Ken today.
Yeah.
I was out there. At his
house. He
called
me a couple of weeks ago after the pull order came out and was wanting to know what I thought about the pull order being first and then second the second night.
You never know. It might be where you need to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you never know.
Yeah. Is anybody else coming on tonight, Dave or anybody?
You know what? I reached out to a lot of people and it was last minute because we did have a guest lined up and they weren't able to come on.
Well, I thought it'd be cool to have our new energy drink sponsor, the Cold Train and the Cold Roller on the same show. So
yeah.
I thought that'd be kind of fun.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I had reached out to Roger Rui. I didn't realize that he had dropped out, but he said he's not unable to come on because he was farming anyway. So,
did he drop out just for other reasons, or did something
he's
broke
not,
on the truck?
He's not ready, Dusty. Yeah, he's not ready yet. So
yeah, we've yet to see the debut of his 4.1 tractor. He was 8,500 light limited pro, in the past, and was pretty dominant in that class.
He's gonna be. I wanted him to stay there, Dusty, if you know what I mean.
Is that the one mean farmer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a hell of a competitor, Dusty. So
is he going to run with us this summer?
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. So
hopefully they get it done there. That was a tough tractor in that class. So if he brings that same game to the 4.1 class, yeah, watch out.
He will. Dusty wants more 4.1s. He said, just give me 30. Give me an even 30. We'll be good.
The more there is, the better chance of better chance of not getting last I have.
Not getting last. Well, that's one way to look at it.
Yep. No, Dusty, it's great to have you and your family involved in the Outlaws, and you're great, awesome equipment, good people. You guys are always professional. Everything looks good and fun to be around. I'm really, really grateful. Met a lot of good people. And excited to get the season rolling here. So
that's what we've been doing the last 2 days is polishing and waxing and cleaning. Just about all we got left to do is just waiting really. So we just keep waxing and polishing and did get a new set of tires put on. So we'll see what that happens. See how that turns out.
Oh, okay. Very nice. Will we see you at Ravenna?
Probably.
Yeah,
more than likely. We're actually going on vacation that week before, so we actually have bought plane tickets before we even sold our trailer. We already had plane tickets. Was gonna park in Kansas City, fly to Alabama, and then fly back to Kansas City that Thursday before Ravenna, and then drive straight from there to Ravenna.
Okay.
So
you're gonna park the tractor out?
I couldn't cancel the plane tickets, so I think we're still gonna try to make that happen one way or another.
Where are you parking the truck and tractor at?
Well, I don't know yet.
That's Ron's stomping grounds.
I'll reach out to Ken there and see if.
Yeah, I do have a place that I'm pretty sure I can park it in Savannah.
Okay.
But
I've had my rig.
Have to be someone on the way.
I've had my rig at Ken's house before, Dusty. So you're a real truck driver. So you could make it in his driveway, but I'm not a real truck driver, so I had him pull my rig in his driveway. So I got out on the road and just said, Summers!
Come get it.
Yep, come get it. Life is good.
Ken's a good dude.
Did you get your truck sold yet, Jason?
What's that, Dusty?
Did you get your Kenworth sold yet?
No, I haven't. We had a couple guys look at it. If you can help me sell that, I'd be very appreciative of that.
Sure. Where did your trailer go?
It's going to Sean Work, a pro stock puller out in Ohio.
Yeah, I was real close to calling you about your trailer after I sold mine, just something to get me by.
Yep.
But then a week later, I heard you say you sold it, so I was like, well, never mind.
Yep. It was nice for us. We were going to switch to a toter setup this year just because we take so many people with us now. and I want them to be able to work and go on down the road. You know, and you can't bounce around the back of the trailer. That was my main purpose of it. And then when Tony tore my motor down and told me I'm basically a complete rebuild, that's when I decided it's time to. I've always wanted a diesel super and going to pull the pin on that project. And pretty sure I got my chassis sold on the 4.1. That guy's going to let me know. If not, I got 4 or 5 other people that want it, so I'm not too worried about that. But yeah.
Were you thinking yours will be ready for next year or will be 2 years?
Kind of depends upon the cha-ching, Dusty, to be really honest with you. I'll have the chassis, this winter, and then the rest of it will just really depend upon how much I can afford all at once like that to finish it up. So
yeah, no, I totally understand that. So
yep.
If that was endless, then we would have a toter already sitting there before we ever sold the toter. But one thing,
I'd have RJ Simon on speed dial. I just want a new one every year, RJ.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, Dusty, thanks for coming on, buddy. I appreciate it in a pinch like this. And
good luck this weekend, Dusty.
Thank you.
You'll have a lot of fans, a lot of Outlaw fans watching you on the live stream, and there'll be a lot in the crowd there cheering you on. I mean, I think your first year with the Outlaws, I think you see that you've gained some fans. We've got some great fans that follow us around. Your picture that was taken, I think. Who took that picture of Dusty at Louisville, Jason?
Oh, it's got to be Ruth Sink.
And of you like sitting there thinking about you were pondering sitting in the seat.
Yeah.
I don't know how many hits that got on social media, but they got a kick out of that. I think you went viral there, if you will.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, it was true. I mean, I was looking through the stands, just kind of dazed, taking in the moment. And I was like, "Wow, that's really something."
Yep, it is. It's awesome.
Yep.
So we'll be cheering for you, buddy. Thanks for coming on tonight. Tell the wife and the kids we all said hi, and we'll see you in Nashville, Illinois this weekend.
We'll see you Thursday, and Jason, I'll probably call you Thursday evening sometime.
Yeah, we'll get you. Don't worry, you just get there, and then if the front gate's locked because it's a car lot, we did that last year. I ran down and let people in. So
okay.
All
righty. Thank y'all.
Thanks,
see you, bud.
Coming on, buddy.
Bye.
Good night.
Dusty Berry, the coal roller, everybody. 4.1 Limited Pro, Rookie of the Year. So, Ron, I want to go mow my yard because I need to.
I think you need to hold on a moment here.
Okay.
I think just hold on a moment.
Okay.
I think we might have somebody else coming on. If you can hold on.
Well, I'm running out of daylight, but I can hold on for a bit. So.
That's a song, yeah. I think running out of daylight.
Is it? I bet it is. I bet it is. That was great having Dusty on. He just does a great job. Him and his whole crew. A lot of fun there. So glad they were able to come on and do all that stuff. So
I think we need to come up with some stuff around this beer money bonus. I mean, maybe T-shirts and I don't know.
Oh, I think we'll have some fun with it. We'll get some stickers made for sure. The champ. Oh, Dougie. What's up, buddy?
Good, you?
I just said to Ron, I need to go mow my yard, and he's like, just hang out a second. I got somebody coming on. So, how are you, man?
Good, you?
Good. How scrappy? That's the most important thing.
We're getting on one piece.
Okay, good. Good. There she sits.
Is it ready to go? What are you tweaking on there, Doug? What's going on here?
That wasn't a tweak. That thing was empty a week ago.
No, we're getting the flux capacitor hooked up, so then
that's very important. Very important.
Go to the next century.
Very crucial component there on Scrappy, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So the pressure's on, Doug. I mean, do you feel any pressure to repeat here?
Oh, not really. I mean, I know they're all going to be gunning for us, but it's going to be fun regardless. And that's the whole reason why we go and why you do it. It's not only that we want to be competitive, but we just want to go and have fun and enjoyment in people.
But I hear these guys are turning the wicks up, like pulling the pin on the grenade coming after you there. Do they?
Well, that's fine. We all have wicks we can turn up.
Uh-oh. Is that what you're doing right now? Are you turning up the wick on Scrappy, Doug?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little more confident in it. I mean, things can go bad at any time. Don't get me wrong, but I have a lot more confidence in it. Not afraid to push it a lot harder than we did last year, just for the fact that we've got new liners and some new parts in it that we didn't have last year. Last year we was kind of running on some junk, so we was trying to be on the conservative side.
Very nice. So, yeah, I'm trying not to ask any questions that will give away anything, Doug. I don't want to ask you any secrets here, but Jason knows I like to dig a little bit. So, I mean, what kind of pressures are we talking about this time around?
Oh, we'll be pushing over the 300s. So generally we run 250 to 280. So
okay,
we don't have. There's ways we can increase a lot of horsepower, just in some adjustments we can make in the motor and not have to really increase the boost pressure to get there.
Okay. Well, we are looking forward to it. I'm going this year, Doug. I'm super excited about it. That's an awesome class. It's going to be crazy cool to see you mixing it up with Kent Payne and Schlaubaugh and the guys. Jason, you said some guys dropped out.
We lost Esden Lane and Roger Peterson. And it's funny because back in January, we had like 15 diesel supers that wanted to come, right? And we're like, so we told a couple guys, like Tyler Beckman called me. He's like, hey, I'll come. Like, oh, we already got 15. So next year, if 15 guys want to come, we're going to let 15 diesel supers come because we know and realistically they might not make it. So get the hair out, Doug. Doug, you got your hat in the shop, your visor?
That lives in the pulling trailer.
Okay, fair enough.
It never leaves.
Are those for sale this year, Doug?
What's that?
Do you have those for sale with Scrappy on those this year?
We are working on that, but
okay.
We're trying to figure out a marketing program. So,
guys, I got to grab another Pullers Championship call. I'll be back.
All right. It's only like the third time he's had to get off here because of a TPC call tonight.
Yep.
So, yeah, I just we had a guest slotted for tonight, and he had to cancel last minute. And I was trying to reach out to as many of the Outlaws that were going to the TPC this year. And, we had Dusty Berry on already and Justin Hoffman, which had a great performance last year. But we want to see that yellow Minimo sweep again this year, Doug. No pressure, but
no, we'll give it a try.
So you're
not making promises, but it'll be there to give her what she has.
So you get staying pretty busy out there?
Oh yeah, we always stay busy. We don't have to look for nothing to do. Our shop's always kind of packed between the machine shop and the repair shop.
So your business is High Plains.
Yeah, High Plains.
Right?
We're a diesel engine repair shop. Just engines is all we do. We don't do wheels, brakes, clutches, or nothing else. We do a lot of over-the-road truck engines and industrial motors, and then we do some tractor pulling stuff, performance stuff.
You do a lot of consulting when people have a lot of questions, like on turbocharging and things like that. I mean, it seems like you get a lot of questions like that. Is that a regular thing at the shop there? Your phone ring a lot for that?
Yeah, constantly.
So how many times?
If you guys don't mind, I'd like to play Doug's Run with the sound on Saturday night. Is that okay?
Go for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Race together to be able to be in competition tonight. Diesel Supers, they push these machines so very hard. Let's see what Scrappy can make happen.
I like that a lot. a lot. So.
Now, was there a little hiccup right there at the beginning of that, Doug?
Yeah.
Did it
When I
sneeze
left the
on you?
line, no, when I left the line, I was kind of just driving by the seat of your pants. I kind of didn't feel it kind of squat, get down and really get hooked up. And I could hear the tires howling. And so that's the thing with the 4-Charger Super. You have a lot more drivability than some of the 3-Charger guys have. So I just pedaled it a little bit and give the tires a chance to slow down and get hooked up. And then I kind of felt the seat drop, and then we was on our way.
Awesome. We've got a door slammer on here now. Lane Thornton.
Hey, how's it going?
How are
I'm
you?
good. How are you?
Good, man. Good. Lane Thornton, the Thumper 4-wheel drive, headed to the Pullers Championships this year. You excited?
I am. We're really excited to get down there. It's going to be a lot of competition. It's going to be a lot of fun.
We've got Doug Meisinger on here with you, the Diesel Superstock. He's the defending champion in the Diesel Superstock class there, swept last year. Doug, any words of advice for Lane this year, his first time going out?
Just prepared to have a lot of fun, and have your A game going. But it's a lot of fun, and it's really cool because it's people coming from everywhere, and it's like a neutral ground. Those of us that have been there, yeah, we've had one shot at that track, and very few of the people that are pulling there have been on that track, time and time again, unless you're a PPL puller. But
Right.
it's really a good time.
So what is the track like, Doug?
I'd say it's a good track. I'm not going to say it's probably the killer horsepower, like you're really use everything you got, but it's a very good, consistent track. And throughout the night, it stayed very consistent.
If you could compare it to a track on the Outlaw circuit, what track would you think it's the most similar to? You would compare it to?
It's close to Wisner, but not quite the bite for me anyway. Some other vehicles might get along different on it. We can get a hold of Wisner a lot better, but it's similar to the same dirt as like what you'd see in Wisner, but probably just not quite as tight.
Is that helpful to you, Lane?
Yeah, it is. It really is. There's so much variability in tracks anymore, and it's always different everywhere you go, and position where you pull makes such a difference anymore too. Sometimes, it's good to hear that the track stays together, because a lot of times we get into situations where that's not the case.
Yeah. The guys and Jason's crew last year, they did a really good job of maintaining and keeping the track together. It seemed pretty consistent.
Lane, Clint Tucker, the guy who puts on Chip Shawana, the Midwest Winter Nationals, their crew runs it and builds the track. So they and then that was their first time they tried to do it. And I know they're planning on. He's trying to put a little more bite into it this year than they even did last year. Is what I've been told. So
that would be awesome.
That would. It's nice when you can use horsepower.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So Lane, is it true you guys are going to be running 3 trucks this year? Is that rumor true or no?
That is a vicious rumor that's probably going to be true.
You just don't like money, Lane, or what? You just
no. We
hate it.
We ended up buying that 3rd truck so we could have another motor, and it was just too nice a truck not to keep and put back together. To stick a motor back in it and go with it. So I guess that's the plan. If anybody has an idea how to get 3 4-wheel drive trucks in a trailer, I'd sure appreciate the information.
Well, it's simple. Stack them.
Yeah. There's that money thing again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now tell me, we're going to go back here a little ways. And when you bought the Sonny Leonard motor, you took the Ford Hemi out of the Ford truck and you put it in the Chevy truck. And I know some people online gave you some grief when I made a post about that on Facebook. But the old Ford motor came out and kicked a little butt this year, did really well. Any reservations now looking back that you should have done that?
No, there's no reservation. That Ford motor, it won 2 Outlaw championships. it's a good motor, but there's quite a little horsepower difference between the two. It's like learning how to drive all over again, if that means anything to you.
And so no regrets, son. No regrets. But
no regrets. And Ryan obviously got tired of running it, so he blew it up. And so his truck will have a Sonny's motor in it this year as well, and all three of them will have Sonny's motors in them before it's all said and done.
Gotcha. Okay. Is your wife right beside you?
She is. She's driving. I don't know why she doesn't think I can drive and talk at the same time.
Okay.
But oh well.
She's seen you drive your pulling truck, Lane. So
Tell her to close her ears for just a minute, Lane. Tell her to close her ears and not listen.
She's on Bluetooth, Stone, you schmuck.
What does one of these Sonny's motors run these days?
Oh, it just depends. I'm not even going to say.
Okay, I won't ask you.
I think you can spend whatever you want to spend. How's that?
Okay.
We can get on the internet and look it up. How's that?
Ron is a troublemaker. You got to be careful.
Yeah, trust me, I don't do anything that my wife doesn't know about.
Gotcha.
We just had our 42nd anniversary yesterday, and that's how it works.
Gotcha. They used to list the price of those truck pull motors on Sonny's website. I noticed the last couple of years they quit putting the list price on there for some reason. So
yeah, well, we were fortunate enough with this last one that we had talked to them about it before they had their last price increase, so that helped a lot. But
gotcha.
Yeah,
awesome. Yeah, that 4-wheel drive class, you might have a little more company in there this year as well. The Southern Belle is going to sneak in there and pull with us some this year, and I've talked to a couple others that might come pull with us too. So might make things interesting.
Well, I think this year is going to be last year was competitive, even with the lack of, every truck there was pretty competitive. And I think this year is going to even be even more. I mean, I know that for some reason, I can't remember his name, but the Holland Grass guy, he's got a modified truck he's put together now.
Yep, Derek Brown. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's going to be tough. He is. And you got Claypool, there's a lot of good trucks. It's very competitive, and it's going to be. You better be on your A game, like he said, or you're not going to get anywhere.
Yeah, the Southern Belle, they're coming out. Steve Boston, Gerald Ammon out of Illinois. I talked to them back over the winter, and they joined, and they've got a brand new chassis they're bringing out to pull with us this year. Let's see. I think.
I think Charlie Hines is going to pull with us a little
Yep,
too.
Charlie Hines. He just called me a couple weeks ago and said he was going to join. And are you ready for Monette? That's coming up pretty quick too.
Yeah, we've got first for this weekend, and backdraft motor sitting in it. It's about ready to go, and the third track's about 4 or 5 weeks away yet, so. It won't make Monette, but
now is that the Chevy or the Dodge?
The Dodge, yeah. Somebody told me the other day if all we lacked was a Nissan, and somebody told me the other day all we lacked was a Nissan, and our hired man drives one, so I guess we've got one.
You'd be one of the first, I think. There used to be a Toyota in pulling called the Rice Burner back in the 80s and 90s, but haven't seen a Nissan yet. So, who all's coming with you, Lane? To Nashville.
Who's coming to this weekend?
Yes.
It'll be Murray and I and my wife, and hopefully Ryan will get to come. We've got a Pioneer Seed dealership, and I don't know who all we're going to have needing product yet, so that's kind of up in the air. But yeah, of course, Murray.
Ryan,
my brother Murray owns half a Thumper,
okay.
and we're in that together. And then Ryan has his truck by himself.
Ryan is your nephew or your son? I always get you guys mixed up.
He's my oldest out of 4.
He's your oldest. Okay.
Yeah.
Do any of the others enjoy pulling too?
Not like Ryan does.
Not like Ryan. He's the one that got hooked. Huh?
Yeah, he's the one that got hooked. he's been with us. He actually helped build. We did the thumper truck all ourselves. Well, after we bought the frame, and he did a lot of the work on it. So he's actually, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but we actually unloaded a fiberglass body for a pro stock truck in our shed tonight. Or yes, it showed up today. He's gonna be putting that together for a nephew or a neighbor.
Really? Okay. When will that one be out? Is that going to be an outlaw puller?
Yeah, it's a current outlaw puller. It's just gonna have a fiberglass body on it this year.
Oh, care to say who it is?
I better not.
Well, you can't blame me for asking.
Oh, yeah. It's no big secret, I'm sure. But anyway,
Ford or Chevy?
Chevy.
Chevy. Okay.
Yeah, I don't have his permission, or I'd tell you.
Jason, we don't hear you. We can't hear you.
And I say that usually doesn't matter to Ron Lane. The longer you stay on, the more you talk. So
I won't badger him. I won't try to drag it out of him. He doesn't want to tell. And I'm usually considerate of that. I mean, when we had the Petches on, I asked Kaysen several times and tried to get him to just volunteer the information that they were running twins in this season. But it took Kurt Van Beek to come on and spill the beans on that.
Kurt can't keep a secret.
He can't keep a secret.
He spills the beans on everything.
He cannot keep a secret.
I don't know that Ron Stone's much better, though.
Now, come on. I didn't tell the secret. I didn't. You know, and just like the new sponsor we had, it was going to be a secret until tonight, and Kurt let that out of the bag when we had him on the show. So kind of ruined the surprise. But yeah, who do you see, Lane? I asked Doug this, and I asked other guests tonight, Justin and Dusty. Who, when you look at that list of 4-wheel drives at Nashville, who in there do you think, man, he's going to be tough? Or, man,
I don't.
she's going to be tough?
I can't think of anybody in there that's a slouch. I don't know. I've actually thought about that, and there's a lot of variance in motor. I mean, as far as cubic inches, but I'm not sure that that's gonna make a lot of difference. And I don't know. I'm just happy to get to compete against them. I can't really say that anybody's any better than the rest on any given night, if that makes any sense.
I'm just going to go through the list here in your class, the modified 4-wheel drive class. Carmen Foster, of course, she won at Louisville this year, right? Didn't she win?
Yeah, I think she did, didn't she?
I'm pretty sure she did. Justin Grace. Yeah, she won. Shoot, I was there. I should remember. Justin Grace, Justin Time from Kentucky, good running truck. Terry Hagedorn kicking up dust. Jim Bosch, the Midnight Raider. He's 21 and 22 PPL champ. Graham Young and the Renegade out of Versailles, Kentucky. Just saw him run over the weekend down in at the Sullivan Pool. Outlaw points champ Eric Claypool and Joe Claypool, Risky Business. Jake Zering, rule number 19. Charlie Hines, running wild, Texas style. Larry Jarrell out of Gallipolis, Ohio, the Punisher. I got to talk to him a little bit at Louisville. Pretty good dude. Kind of gotten hooked on pulling the last few years down there close to where I grew up. But, yeah, that's going to be a tough class. Doug, who do you fear the most out of that class, your diesel superstock class?
I know Travis is going to have everything to throw at us that he's got, But the funny part is Travis and I are sitting here concentrating on each other, and there's going to be somebody out of the blue that's like Chain Reaction or Mike Beck or one of the other guys that'll just drive by both of us and make us both look stupid. So, I mean, that's how it can go.
Kurt Van Beek says no secrets with him, guys. So remember that. If you ever don't disclose anything you don't want the world to know about, because Kurt will disclose it on the live program here on Tuesday nights. So, guys, anybody you guys want to thank before we go tonight? Crew, sponsors, anything like that? Doug, you go first.
Yeah. My brother kicks in and helped me and my wife here in the shop, and the guys in the shop that kind of keep things going when we're out and about and traveling, and everybody that's helped put the parts here so we can make it.
And Doug, we'll be. I'm going to help you campaign with these Diesel Super guys this weekend to come to the Big Smoke shootout we're having with the Outlaws there in Whitewright, Texas, and
That would be awesome.
Iowa. So let's get those guys on board and make a big deal out of that. I'm excited about that. So
yep, that'll be a lot of fun.
And Lane, anybody you want to thank? I'm sure you're going to thank the beautiful lady that's driving the vehicle there you're in. But anybody else you'd like to thank?
She's number one. Without her, then my brother Murray. We've done this together for years, and it's just it's a great time for him and I and Ryan to be involved together in doing this. And I'm not going to say we don't ever butt heads a little bit, but that's okay too. But and Sonny's, they've been very good to us as far as keeping our stuff running. And we had a lot of trouble towards the end of the year last year, and they kept finding parts for us until we finally had to just stop. But they've been really good for us. And
good deal.
Gary Saline down in Bolivar, I don't know if any of you know him or not, but that man is a wealth of knowledge, and he's helped us a lot too. So, used to pull the wildfire truck years ago.
Yeah. Now, you said Bolivar. Is he still not in Nebraska anymore? Or?
No, he's been in Bolivar for years.
Oh, I didn't know that. He's in Bolivar, Missouri.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I didn't know that. Yeah, that was an awesome truck back in the 80s and 90s. Beautiful truck, and ran as good as it looked too. So, there was some rumors going around a while back that he was going to get back into it. Did you ever hear that, or any truth to that?
No, the Red Hot truck that Dean Christensen runs, that was Gary's truck too.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think Gary's so busy. I don't know how he'd have time. He needs time, that's for sure. But
gotcha. Well, guys, Doug, Lane, thank you guys for coming on. And Lane, now that we know you'll come on the show, we'll get you on again sometime. Maybe get Murray and Ryan on with you sometime.
Yeah, I tried to find Murray to try and get him involved too, but it was too late, and the ball game got over, and I knew if I was going to get on, I was going to have to get out. So, yeah, well, I don't think you'll get Ryan on, but you can get
really.
Yeah.
You guys win this weekend. We're going to be calling you on Monday. All right. So.
Well, I hope you call me on Monday.
Deal. Make it happen. All
right. Thanks for having us
Lane,
on.
Thanks for coming on. Lane Thornton with Thumper. Doug Meisinger with Scrappy. Thanks for coming on, Doug.
You
appreciate it, guys.
Good luck,
Have a
Doug.
good night.
Thank you. You too.
So it's just me. We're left with just me, and Jason is nowhere to be found. So went a little bit long tonight, and that's fine. It's the Pullers Championship week. Everybody tune in and watch that on the live stream. Go to thepullerschampionship.com and click on the live stream link and watch that event live. It's $25 each night or $40 for the weekend, I think Jason said. So it should be a good time. Lots of outlaw pullers. I'm just going to go through the list here of outlaw pullers before I sign off. Actually, we need to get Jason on here. We haven't done our contest here yet of reading the outlaw schedule. So first guest tonight was Justin Hoffman, light superstock class. Also in the light superstock class, Brian Bowles competing at the Pullers Championships. Doug Meisinger, the diesel superstock. Eric Claypool and Lane Thornton competing in the modified four-wheel drive division. Cameron Neves in the cotton candy tractor competing in the modified tractors. In the 4-1 class, limited pro stocks, we have 4 competitors from the Outlaws: Dusty Berry, Sydney Summers with Colorblind, Dave Novak, and Gage Ott with the Dream On tractor out of Nebraska. Those are all the Outlaws we'll be rooting for this weekend at the Pullers Championships. Going to give Jason a couple more minutes here. I know he's fielding a lot of calls right now with the Pullers Championships coming up. So any questions out there from anyone regarding the Outlaws, regarding the Pullers Championships, regarding pulling in general? We'll go for a couple more minutes here before we sign off. I want to thank all the folks who tune in here to the show every Tuesday night at 7. It blows my mind how many people actually tune in and watch us sit here and blather on about pulling and the Outlaws, and it's really humbling, and we really appreciate you guys tuning in. It's going to be a great season this year with Outlaw Pulling TV. We've stepped up our game there with the shootouts, the Big Smoke shootout, the Holganics Midsummer shootout, those 5 classes. They're running for 2 weeks straight for that extra $5,000 in each one of those classes with the Holganics Midsummer shootout. Going to be a great season. Working on some other things with Coltrane energy drinks. They're going to do a sweep towards the end of the season. Right now we're looking at a couple of classes, and one of the classes we've kind of sort of decided on is the diesel pickups, the 3.0 diesel pickups. Limited Pro diesel pickups is one of those classes that will be in that sweep. So a lot of things to look forward to. Still a lot of things going on. First pull of the season is coming up in 2 weeks after the Pullers Championships. Monett, Missouri, first weekend in June, 2nd and 3rd. It's their first pulling event they've had there with the new ownership of this racetrack. We're excited to have the semis, the light modified tractors, the 540 Light Pros, the modified 4-wheel drives in there, and the Limited Pro diesel pickups. So check them out on their website, Monett Raceway there in Monett, Missouri, and get your tickets. They actually sell them online, or you can get them at the gate. But it's going to be a busy season, going to be a great season, and we're looking forward to it. So thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next Tuesday night after the Pullers Championships, and I'm sure we'll be talking about some Outlaws taking some wins there in Nashville, Illinois this weekend. So thanks for tuning in. For Jason Schultz, I'm Ron Stone, signing off for Outlawed Live. Good night, and thanks for tuning in.
Hi, I'm Taryn Beck, and I'm an Outlaw Young Gun.
I'm Kason Petch, and I'm an Outlaw Young Gun.
Hi, my name is Jamie Yonke, and I'm proud to be an Outlaw Young Gun.
My name is Sydney Summers, and I'm an Outlaw Young Gun.